Welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of social constructivist approaches in education. This learning theory emphasizes the importance of social interactions and collaboration in building knowledge. Rather than seeing learners as passive recipients, social constructivism views them as active participants, constructing understanding together. Throughout this video, we'll explore the many benefits of this approach, from deeper engagement to improved problem-solving skill. Let's begin our journey by understanding what makes social constructivism unique and why it's gaining popularity in classrooms around the world. One of the core benefits of social constructivist approaches is that they encourage active participation. Instead of simply listening to lectures, students engage in discussions, group work, and hands-on activities. This active involvement helps learners internalize concepts more deeply, making knowledge more meaningful and memorable. When students are part of the learning process, they're more likely to stay motivated and curious. This scene highlights how active participation transforms the classroom into a lively, interactive environment where everyone's voice matters. Collaboration is at the heart of social constructivist learning. When students work together, they share ideas, challenge each other's thinking, and build new knowledge as a group. This teamwork not only enhances understanding but also develops important social skills like communication and empathy. Collaborative learning encourages students to see problems from multiple perspectives, fostering a sense of community and shared responsibility for learning outcome. Social constructivist approaches promote a deeper understanding of content. By engaging in dialogue and reflection, students are encouraged to question, explain, and justify their thinking. This process helps them move beyond surface-level memorization to truly grasp the underlying concepts. When learners actively construct meaning, they're better equipped to apply their knowledge in new and complex situations. Another significant benefit is the real-world relevance of learning. Social constructivist classrooms often use authentic tasks and problems that mirror real-life situations. This approach helps students see the value of what they're learning and understand how it applies outside the classroom. By connecting lessons to everyday experiences, learners are more likely to retain information and develop practical skills. Social constructivist approaches naturally foster the development of social skills. Through group projects, discussions, and peer feedback, students learn how to communicate effectively, listen actively, and resolve conflicts. These experiences are invaluable not just for academic success but for personal and professional growth. The classroom becomes a safe space for practicing collaboration and building relationships. Critical thinking is a key outcome of social constructivist learning. By engaging in debates, problem-solving, and analysis, students learn to evaluate information, consider different viewpoints, and make informed decisions. This skill is essential in today's complex world, where the ability to think critically can set individuals apart in both academic and professional settings. Participating in group activities and sharing ideas helps students build confidence. When learners see that their contributions are valued, they become more willing to take risks and express themselves. This boost in self-esteem can have a lasting impact, encouraging students to become lifelong learners who aren't afraid to tackle new challenges. Social constructivist approaches recognize that every learner is unique. By encouraging students to share their perspectives and experiences, teachers can tailor instruction to meet individual needs. This personalization ensures that all students are supported and challenged at the right level, making learning more effective and enjoyable for everyone. Social constructivist classrooms encourage students to take ownership of their learning. By setting goals, making choices, and reflecting on their progress, learners develop a sense of autonomy. This independence not only boosts motivation but also prepares students to manage their own learning throughout life. At its core, social constructivism is about constructing knowledge together. Students learn best when they can interact, ask questions, and build on each other's ideas. This collaborative process leads to richer understanding and helps learners see the value of working with others to solve problems. Teachers play a crucial role in social constructivist classrooms by providing scaffolding. This means offering support and guidance as students tackle new challenges, gradually removing assistance as learners become more confident. Scaffolding helps students stretch beyond their current abilities and achieve greater success. Reflection is a key part of the learning process in social constructivist classrooms. Students are encouraged to think about what they've learned, how they learned it, and how they can apply it in the future. This habit of reflection deepens understanding and helps learners make connections between new and existing knowledge. Social constructivist approaches create an environment where creativity can flourish. By encouraging students to explore, experiment, and express their ideas, teachers help learners develop creative thinking skills. This creativity is essential for innovation and problem-solving in all areas of life. A strong sense of community is a hallmark of social constructivist classrooms. When students feel supported by their peers and teachers, they're more willing to take risks and share their ideas. This supportive environment helps everyone feel valued and respected, making learning a positive experience. In social constructivist classrooms, the focus is often on the learning process rather than just the final product. Students are encouraged to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them. This emphasis on process helps learners develop resilience and a growth mindset, understanding that learning is a journey. Social constructivist approaches often incorporate diverse perspectives and experiences. By working with classmates from different backgrounds, students develop cultural awareness and appreciation. This exposure helps learners understand and respect differences, preparing them for a globalized world. When students are actively involved in their learning, they're naturally more motivated. Social constructivist classrooms use engaging activities, real-world problems, and collaborative projects to keep learners interested. This motivation leads to better attendance, participation, and overall achievement. Social constructivist approaches help students develop flexible thinking. By considering different viewpoints and adapting to new information, learners become more open-minded and adaptable. These skills are crucial for success in a rapidly changing world. Peer teaching is a powerful tool in social constructivist classrooms. When students explain concepts to each other, they reinforce their own understanding and help classmates learn. This reciprocal teaching builds confidence and deepens knowledge for everyone involved. Social constructivist approaches encourage students to take responsibility for their own learning. By setting goals, monitoring progress, and reflecting on outcomes, learners become more self-directed. This sense of responsibility prepares students for lifelong learning and success beyond the classroom. Assessment in social constructivist classrooms goes beyond traditional tests. Teachers use portfolios, projects, and self-assessments to measure learning. This approach provides a more complete picture of student progress and encourages learners to reflect on their growth. Inquiry is central to social constructivist learning. Students are encouraged to ask questions, investigate, and seek answers. This spirit of inquiry fosters curiosity and helps learners develop research and problem-solving skills that are valuable in all areas of life. Social constructivist approaches help students adapt to change. By working in dynamic groups and tackling new challenges, learners become more comfortable with uncertainty and change. These experiences prepare students to thrive in an ever-evolving world. Technology can enhance social constructivist learning by connecting students with resources and peers around the world. Online discussions, collaborative projects, and digital tools make it easier for learners to share ideas and work together, regardless of location. Social constructivist approaches equip students with lifelong learning skills. By fostering curiosity, collaboration, and critical thinking, these methods prepare learners to continue growing and adapting long after they leave the classroom. In social constructivist classrooms, students are encouraged to consider multiple perspectives. This openness helps learners appreciate diversity and develop empathy, essential qualities for working in diverse teams and communities. Experiential learning is a key feature of social constructivist approaches. Students learn by doing, experimenting, and reflecting on their experiences. This hands-on approach makes learning more engaging and memorable. Open communication is essential in social constructivist classrooms. Students are encouraged to share their thoughts, ask questions, and give feedback. This openness builds trust and helps everyone feel heard and respected. Problem-based learning is a common strategy in social constructivist classrooms. Students work together to solve real-world problems, developing critical thinking and collaboration skills. This approach makes learning relevant and prepares students for future challenges. Social constructivist approaches encourage students to take responsibility for their actions and learning. By working in groups and managing projects, learners develop accountability and leadership skills that are valuable in all areas of life. Social constructivist classrooms support emotional growth by creating a safe and supportive environment. Students learn to express their feelings, manage stress, and build positive relationships, all of which contribute to overall well-being. Curiosity is a driving force in social constructivist classrooms. By encouraging students to ask questions and explore new ideas, teachers help learners develop a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. Effective communication is essential for success in school and beyond. Social constructivist approaches give students plenty of opportunities to practice speaking, listening, and presenting their ideas, helping them become confident communicators. Feedback is a vital part of the learning process. In social constructivist classrooms, students give and receive constructive feedback, helping each other grow and improve. This culture of feedback builds trust and supports continuous improvement. Social constructivist approaches often connect learning to students' interests and experiences. By making lessons relevant and meaningful, teachers help learners see the value of education and stay engaged. Social constructivist classrooms are inclusive environments that support diverse learners. By valuing different perspectives and adapting instruction, teachers ensure that all students have the opportunity to succeed. Self-assessment is an important part of social constructivist learning. Students are encouraged to reflect on their progress, set goals, and identify areas for improvement. This process helps learners become more self-aware and responsible for their own growth. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. Social constructivist approaches foster this mindset by encouraging students to embrace challenges, learn from mistakes, and keep trying. Social constructivist approaches emphasize learning in context. By connecting new knowledge to real-life situations and prior experiences, students make sense of what they're learning and see its relevance. Exploration is a key part of social constructivist learning. Students are encouraged to investigate, experiment, and discover new ideas on their own and with others. This spirit of exploration leads to deeper learning and greater independence. Metacognition, or thinking about one's own thinking, is supported in social constructivist classrooms. Students learn to plan, monitor, and evaluate their learning strategies, becoming more effective and independent learners. Taking risks is an important part of learning. Social constructivist classrooms create a supportive environment where students feel safe to try new things, make mistakes, and learn from them. This willingness to take risks leads to greater growth and innovation. Relationships are central to social constructivist learning. By working together, students build strong connections with their peers and teachers. These relationships create a positive learning environment and support academic and personal growth. Summary: social constructivist approaches offer a wealth of benefits for learners. From fostering collaboration and critical thinking to building confidence and lifelong skills, this approach transforms education into a dynamic, engaging, and meaningful experience. By embracing social constructivism, educators can help students reach their full potential and prepare them for success in an ever-changing world.